Hello and welcome. Thank you ever so much for joining today. Nice to see quite a few of you here already. And, Christmas special. Let's get started. So today you can ask me some questions. We've also got a nice little Christmas quiz, which I'll be sharing with you. And feel free to post your questions up or anything else in the chat, and we'll be having a look. But as I mentioned in the chat, so let's have a look. So if you have a pen and paper at the ready for for the quiz, that would be great, and you can join in with today's quiz. And all you need is a pen and paper. That would be great. Okay, but thank you ever so much for everybody joining. Great to see so many of you, and feel free to post your questions up in the chat. As you can see, I'm already in the Christmas mood. I've got my Christmas tree next to me. I've got all the decorations and lights and everything else like that. So there we are. Anyway, let's see how we get on. So who is ready for today's quiz? It'll be great to see how well you do. You can you can put your answers in the chat, or you can, share your answers at the end, or we can review the answers anyway. But let's have a look to see how we're going to be doing today's quiz. So today, we got Maria. Before we start, we have Maria here, and she says, hello from Belgium. So thank you ever so much, Maria, for joining in from Belgium. Nice to have you here, and thank you. Right, so let's get started. So here we have our Christmas quiz, and a couple of instructions to begin with, as usual. So to participate in this Christmas quiz, you will need a pen and some paper to make a note of your answers, or you could post them up in the chat. And there will be a total of 20 questions, and we can review the answers at the end of each section, with 2 sections in total, 10 questions per section. So after every 10 questions, I'll be sharing you the answers. Okay, so very simple. Okay, right. Now, let's have a look. We've got someone else here. We have Donato, and he says, hi Martin, greetings from Venezuela. Well, thank you ever so much for joining today's live stream. It's nice to have you here, and I hope you enjoyed today's very special Christmas quiz. Right, let's continue. Let's get started with the Christmas quiz. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started. So, as I mentioned, there are going to be 2 sections. Okay, so two sections for the quiz, and the first section is going to be on Christmas traditions. So hopefully you know quite a bit about Christmas traditions, and it's not just British traditions that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at a variety of different Christmas traditions from all around the world. So, and feel free to put your answers in the chat whilst we go through. So, question number 1. Which country started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? Which country started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? So, what do you think? Maybe an easy question, maybe not. We'll have to see. But which country started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? We'll have to see. Okay, so that's question number 1. Write down your answer. Either put it in the chat, or make a note of it on a pen with pen and paper. Okay, question number 2. Which country did eggnog originate? Which country did eggnog originate? Well, personally, I've never tried eggnog. I'd like to try it, but I'm not sure which country eggnog originated from. But feel free. Katerina, I suppose she says Germany for question number 1. Germany. We'll have to see. Okay. Right, so question number 2, which country did eggnog originate? Feel free to put them in the chat or, share it at the end. Okay, question number 3. What is traditionally hidden in a Christmas pudding? What is traditionally hidden in a Christmas pudding? It's something that we can't really put in nowadays because of health and safety, but traditionally this was put in a Christmas pudding. Okay, so, well, I wonder what that is. We'll have to see. Right, question number 4. Anyone ready for question number 4? Here we go. So, question number 4. According to tradition, when should you have your Christmas decorations down? According to tradition, when should you have your Christmas decorations down? Well, I've just put my Christmas decorations up, a couple of weeks ago. And I don't want to put them down so quickly, but there is a particular day when we should have all our Christmas decorations down. Anyway. Okay, right. Maria says for number 3, a coin perhaps, maybe. And Maria also says the US maybe for question number 2. So let's have a quick look at question number 2. The US, did the US originate, did eggnog originate from the US? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. And a coin maybe for question 3, as Maria mentions. Right, and number 4, when should you have your Christmas decorations down? Well, we'll have a look. Right, question number 5. What decoration do elves traditionally have on their shoes? What decoration do elves traditionally have on their shoes? Don't look up here. Maybe not. But yeah, what decoration do elves traditionally have on their shoes? Okay. Number 6. In which country is it tradition to eat KFC for Christmas dinner? Oh, gosh. So what country do people have KFC for Christmas dinner? Not exactly my cup of tea for Christmas, I guess. But which country is it tradition to eat KFC for Christmas dinner? Excuse me. Right. We're going to move on to number 7. Okay, number 7. What fruit is traditionally put in a Christmas stocking? So there's a particular type of fruit that we put in a Christmas stocking. I always used to get chocolate and small toys, but there was a particular fruit that I used to get in my Christmas stocking every year. But yeah, what fruit is traditionally put in a Christmas stocking? We'll have to see. Right, Margarita says bells. I guess bells for the sort of... Let's go back a little bit. What decoration do elves traditionally have on their shoes? Margarita says bells. And for number 6, Israel. Oh, okay. In which country is it tradition to eat KFC for Christmas dinner? Margarita says Israel. Maria says it screams USA, but it could be something entirely different too. And in terms of number 7, what fruit is traditionally put in a Christmas stocking? Coal? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if it's not type of fruit, is it? But yeah, it could be coal. There's a certain thing with coal that we have for Christmas and New Year, particularly in the UK. So yeah, anyway. let's move on. And number 8, what time is the Queen's speech traditionally broadcast on Christmas Day in the UK? So, something quite British, something that the Queen does every year is to have a Queen's speech. She addresses the nation, and she talks about, what happens or what happened throughout the year and moving forwards and things to focus on. And it's really a period for reflection, and it's quite special. And usually as a family we used to put the TV on and watch the Queen's speech on TV every year. But I guess nowadays I suppose it's live streamed, I guess, not just on TV, but it could be live streamed online, available all around the world. Okay, Margarita says for number 7, what fruit is traditionally put in a Christmas stocking? She says tangerine. Tangerine. Maybe. We'll have to see. Okay. Any ideas what time the Christmas or the Queen's speech is broadcast in the UK time, let's say, because it could be any time around the world, couldn't it? But what time? 8 p.m. Margarita says 8 p.m. We'll see. Okay. Number 9. Traditionally, when should you start making a Christmas pudding? Traditionally, when should you start making a Christmas pudding? Now, this is a difficult question, but you might get it. You might get it if you had a grandmother or someone who was, quite a sort of Christmas fanatic. Then they would make their own Christmas pudding, and it had to be before Christmas, of course. But when should you start making your Christmas pudding? When should you start preparing for that? We'll have to see. Right. And the last question for the first section: when do the 12 days of Christmas start? When do the 12 days of Christmas start? Okay. And traditionally, we have the song 12 Days of Christmas, but when does it start exactly? Right. So, we're going to have a look at the answers in a bit. Let's see at some of the answers that some of you put. So, in terms of the Christmas tree, Katerina said Germany. In terms of eggnog, I guess Maria said the US, or it could be the Christmas tree. Maria said for number 3, what do you put in a Christmas pudding? Maria says a coin. What do elves wear on their shoes? Margarita says bells. Question number 6 was Israel, and let me just get number 6 to hand. So number 6 was, in which country is it tradition to eat KFC for Christmas dinner? Israel. And Maria says it screams USA, but it could be something entirely different. Okay. Question number 7, what do you put in a Christmas stocking? Margarita said tangerine. Question number 8 was what time is the Queen's speech traditionally broadcast on Christmas Day in the UK? Margarita said 8 p.m? So maybe 8 p.m. We'll have to see. And number 9 was when should you start making a Christmas pudding? And Margarita says a month before. At least I did it a month in advance. And if you make your own Christmas pudding, we'll have to see. But question number 10 was, when do the 12 days of Christmas start? Any ideas? When does that happen? And Eric has already mentioned, perhaps for question number 6, perhaps Japan. Which country is it tradition to eat KFC for Christmas dinner? Maybe Japan? We'll have to see. Right. So, let's have a quick look at the answers now for the first part about Christmas traditions. So bear with me. There we go. So part 1, Christmas traditions. Let's have a look at the answers and see how you're done. So, which country started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? It was Germany, so well done. Well done for those that got that correct. Question number 2, which country did eggnog originate? And it was actually Britain, the UK. Okay, so the UK invented eggnog, but as I mentioned earlier, I've never tried eggnog before, so we'll have to see. I'll have to try it one day, and I'm not entirely sure what that how it tastes, but anyway, bear with me. There we go, removing all sorts of rubbish. I'm getting all sorts of spam, usually after about 15 minutes of live streaming. Anyway, which country did eggnog originate? Britain. Never tried eggnog, but I'd like to try it. Not sure how to make it, so I'll have to go online and see how to make eggnog and try it out one day. Looks like they've got cinnamon sticks in the glasses on this picture as well. Right, let's see, number 3, which tradition, I'm on autopilot now. What is traditionally hidden in a Christmas pudding? And it's a coin. Who mentioned a coin for number 3? Oh, it was Maria, of course. Maria said a coin as well, so well done, Maria, and well done for those that got that one correct. So yeah, traditionally you would put a coin hidden in the middle of a Christmas pudding, and whoever got that coin would have good luck and, something wonderful for the forthcoming year. It represented good luck, and it's something that my grandmother used to do. It was something that was passed down from family to family. But nowadays, a coin's not really put in a Christmas pudding because you could, you could choke, you could break your tooth or something like that. But yeah, traditionally it was hidden in a Christmas pudding. Right, let's have a look at question number 4. And question number 4 was, according to tradition, when should you have your decorations down? And it's January the 5th. Now, I know there's a particular sort of celebration on January the 6th, but I'm not going to mention too much because that will give the answer away for another question that I asked earlier. But on January the 6th, there's a sort of celebration. Anyway, let's move on. What decoration do elves traditionally have on their shoes? And it's bells. So elves wear bells on their shoes. So quite interesting. Right. Question number 6 was, in which country is it tradition to eat KFC for Christmas dinner? And it is actually Japan. I suppose you could guess it was the USA, but no, unfortunately, it's KFC is eaten for Christmas dinner, but it's not also just for Christmas, it's also for certain other important celebrations, and the Japanese seem to love KFC. They have it for any particular celebration that they want to have, and one of that is a Christmas dinner. So they order their KFC for their Christmas dinner. Not entirely sure how that would taste, but I'll have to try it one day if I ever make it to Japan in the future. Right, question number 7. What fruit is traditionally put in a Christmas stocking? And it's an orange or a tangerine. And who said tangerine? Let's see. It was Margarita. Yeah, number 7. Margarita said tangerine. So well done, Margarita. You've done very well there. Right, now, question number 8 was, what time is the Queen's Speech traditionally broadcast on Christmas Day in the UK? It's actually at 3 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. And as I mentioned earlier, it's something that you would switch on TV, watch with your family, and reflect on what's happened throughout the year. But obviously the past 2 years, there's quite a lot to reflect upon. Anyhow, let's move on to question number 9, which was, traditionally, when should you start making a Christmas pudding? Traditionally, it's on a Sunday, 5 weeks before Christmas. Gosh, 5 weeks before Christmas. So, who said this? It was Margarita said a month before. At least I did it a month in advance. So you're not far off, Margarita. You're quite close there. But it's 5 weeks before Christmas. So sometime in November. I guess middle of November, or Anyhow, let's have a look. Right, question number 10 was, when do the 12 days of Christmas start? And it's actually Christmas Day. And if you count back the 12 days of Christmas, you have the song, and it starts at Christmas Day, and it continues until the 5th of January. And that's the date when you have to put all the decorations down and that sort of thing. So 5th of January is the end of Christmas. And that is the sort of thing that you have to adhere to, I suppose. Right. We're going to have a look at part 2 now. Part 2 is Christmas music. So we'll have a look at various things related to music and Christmas, and hopefully, again, put your answers in the chat. Feel free to put your answers in the chat, or make a note, pen and paper, and we'll review the answers after part 2. So let's get started. So, Christmas music. Question number 11. In the movie Love Actually, which character sang "Christmas is All Around"? Okay. In the movie Love Actually, which character sang "Christmas is All Around" or "All Around Me"? Quite a cringe-worthy, sort of, song. Not entirely enjoyable, that song, but this character sang it. And what was the name of the character in the movie Love Actually? So that's question number 11. Right. Let's have a look at question number 12. Let's see how you do for question number 12. And what is the opening line to Shakin' Stevens' "Merry Christmas, Everyone"? What is the opening line to Shakin' Stevens' "Merry Christmas, Everyone"? You got a picture here of Shakin' Stevens, and quite a jolly fellow, Santa Claus, next to him. Right, question number 13. In Mean Girls, which Christmas song do the Plastics get up on stage to perform? So in the movie Mean Girls, which Christmas song do the Plastics get up on stage to perform? Again, feel free to put your answers in the chat if you've got any ideas, that is, or make a note on pen and paper, and we'll see how you do. Okay. Right. Question number 14. Well, actually, I've not seen this movie, Mean Girls. Not entirely sure what it's like, so let me know if you've seen that movie or whether you enjoyed the movie. But they perform a Christmas song on stage, and what's the name of the Christmas song? Right. Well, some would suggest Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. But I would suggest otherwise. But question number 14 is, what Christmassy song plays at the end of the 1988 film Die Hard? What Christmassy song plays at the end of the 1988 film Die Hard? Any ideas? Any guesses? Right. Let's move on. So, what song? And what was the UK number one in 2010? What was the UK Christmas number one in 2010? So any ideas? Any thoughts? What was the Christmas number one in 2010? We'll have to see. Now, just bear with me. Bear with me. Just responding to someone. Right, any thoughts? Get your ideas on. Right. Okay, we're going to move on. And we're going to go to question number 16 now. Question number 16. How many gifts were given in total in the 12 Days of Christmas song? How many gifts were given in total in the 12 Days of Christmas song? Any thoughts there? Any ideas? Well, let me see. How many gifts were given in the 12 Days of Christmas? Any thoughts? Any ideas? Right. Okay, we have one person who's suggested maybe Die Hard. Let's have a look to see what he's put. He's put here Die Hard, Let It Snow, Winter Wonderland, Christmas in Hollis, and Jingle Bells. So quite a selection of Christmas songs there. So which one is in the... what was the question? Bear with me. What Christmassy song plays at the end of the film Die Hard? So what was the Christmassy song at the end of Die Hard? Okay, Donato, thank you for your suggestions. And Maria says, these are tough, I can't remember. Don't you worry. We'll have a look at the answers in a bit. But anyway, let's have a look. Right, moving on. Bear with me. We're going to go back to our PowerPoint. So that was question number 14, Die Hard. What was the UK Christmas number one in 2010? Any thoughts? Any ideas? Let's see. Right. Question number 16. Oh yes, we've already done this one. How many gifts were given in total in the 12 Days of Christmas song? Any thoughts? Any ideas here? And in what year did Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You come out? So in what year did Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You? What year did that come out? So any thoughts? It's played every year, as are all the other songs, like Last Christmas and various other things, which kind of get a bit boring after... the first week of, December. But what year did Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You come out? Question number 18. In the song, again, 12 Days of Christmas, what was the gift given on the 7th day? What was the gift given on the 7th day? Right. Maria says for number 16, 12 gifts, question mark. Let's see. So number 16 was how many gifts were given in the total of the song 12 Days of Christmas. 12 gifts. Okay, 12 gifts for 12 days. I suppose that's logical, isn't it? Anyhow, let's continue with our song, with our presentation. Number 17 we've done. Number 18 in the song, what was the gift given on the 7th day? We've had a look at. Number 19, what is the best-selling Christmas single of all time? Oh my gosh. What is the best-selling Christmas single of all time? Any thoughts? Any ideas? And question number 20. Which famous Christmas song begins with the lyrics, "The mood is right, the spirit's up, we're here tonight, and that's enough"? Yeah, so which famous Christmas song begins with the lyrics, "The mood is right, the spirit's up, we're here tonight, and that's enough"? Okay, so we have 20 questions there. Right, now, in terms of Eamon's joined us. He says, "Hello, everyone." Number 17, question number 17. In what year did Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas" come out? Mool says 1994. We'll have to see. Okay, right. So we're going to have a look at the answers for all these, and we'll see how we do. Okay, so answers for the Christmas music round. And best of luck. See how many you got. So, question number 11 was, in the movie Love Actually, which character sang "Christmas is All Around" or "All Around Me"? Billy Mack. So it was played by Bill Nye, and the character was Billy Mack. So you may remember now. Okay. Anyway, question number 12 was, what is the opening line to Shakin' Stevens' "Merry Christmas, Everyone"? And the opening line is, "Snow is falling all around me." So you may remember, snow is falling all around me. Da, 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 da. That sort of thing. So, question number 12 and the answer, "Snow is falling all around me." Okay, question number 13. In Mean Girs, which Christmas song do the Plastics get up on stage to perform? And it was Bobby Helms' "Jingle Bell Rock." So, da, 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 da. So, Jingle Bell Rock. Right. What Christmassy song plays at the end of the 1988 film Die Hard? And it is "Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow" by Sammy, Cahn and Jule, Styne. Okay, "Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow." Some would disagree that Die Hard is not a Christmas song, Christmas film, but no, totally wrong. It is definitely a Christmas movie. Right. Question number 15 was, what was the UK Christmas number 1 in 2010? And it's "When We Collide" by Mack, Cardle. "When We Collide" by Mack, Cardle. Okay. Number 16. How many gifts were given in total in the 12 Days of Christmas song? And it's 364 gifts. So on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Da, 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 da. So on the first day is 1 gift, the second day is 2, then 3, then 4, and so on and so on and so on. By the end of 12th day, 12, the 12th day, you have 12 gifts on that day or something like that. But 364 gifts were given in total on the 12 Days of Christmas song. Right. In what year did Mariah Carey song "All I Want for Christmas Is You" come out? And it was in 1994. So Mool said 1994. So well done, Mool. Yeah, right there. So 1994. Well done. Right, number 18. In the song 12 Days of Christmas, again, what was the gift given on the 7th day? 7 swans are swimming. Yeah, 7 swans are swimming. So, 7 swans are swimming. Number 19. What was the best-selling Christmas single of all time? And it's Bing Crosby's "White Christmas." White Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas or something like that. I think that's how it goes. Number 20. Which famous Christmas song begins with the lyrics, "The mood is right, the spirit's up, we're here tonight and that's enough, and it's a wonderful Christmas time" by Paul McCartney, one of the Beatles. So, and that's 20. But well done, everyone, for all your participation. So, there we are. We'll finish off. Okay, so hope you enjoyed those 20 quiz questions for Christmas, and it's quite interesting to see all your answers. But as Maria said, they were quite tough, but I hope you enjoyed them. Anyway, any questions? Feel free to put in the chat. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have before we finish off. Let me know if you have any particular questions and that sort of thing. But yeah, right. Other than that, I think we'll leave it there for today. But I'd like to, say, wish everyone a wonderful Christmas. I hope you have a lovely time with your friends and family, despite the restrictions and the ongoing pandemic that's happening. But hopefully, I'm sure 2022 will be much better than 2020 and 2021. And we'll have to see how things develop and improve. But I'm sure things will be much better in the new year. And I'm not going to be doing a live stream next week because I'm going to be having a break with my family and enjoying my well-earned break. But I do hope you have an opportunity to enjoy your Christmas or Hanukkah or various other traditions that you celebrate in the winter period. And I look forward to seeing you in 2022 with renewed inspiration. But thank you ever so much, everyone. Have a lovely few weeks, and see you fairly soon. Claire mentions, we've got Claire here. She says, sorry to join a bit late, Martin, but that was good fun. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and all the best for 2022, Claire. You're very welcome. And sorry you missed it, but you can rewatch it and have a look at the questions and the answers, particularly that part. Etku says Merry Christmas. Eric says Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Maria says Merry Christmas. Thank you ever so much. And Mul says thanks for sharing, Martin. So there we are. Right. So have a lovely Christmas, everyone. See you very soon. Oh, my chair's going. Oh. So see you fairly soon in 2022, every Monday, 1 p.m. UK time, and take care. All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.